Imagine a world where renting a movie meant driving to a Blockbuster store, sifting through shelves of VHS tapes, and praying your pick wasn't already checked out. Late fees loomed like a guillotine, and convenience was a distant dream. Now picture two entrepreneurs in California, fed up with this clunky system, daring to imagine a better way. This is the story of Netflix, a company that started with a simple idea, stumbled through near disasters, and fought its way to the top of the entertainment world over decades of grit, gambles, and genius. From mailing DVDs in red envelopes to dominating screens worldwide, Netflix's long road to market domination is a tale of reinvention and relentless ambition.
Our story begins in 1997 in the quiet town of Scotts Valley, California. Reed Hastings, a 36-year-old tech entrepreneur, had just sold his first company, Pure Software, for $750 million. Flush with cash and restless for a new challenge, he teamed up with Mark Randolph, a marketing whiz with a knack for spotting trends. Legend has it the idea for Netflix sparked when Hastings was hit with a $40 late fee for an overdue copy of Apollo 13 from Blockbuster. Frustrated, he wondered, what if you could rent movies without leaving home and without those pesky penalties? The duo hatched a plan, a mail-order DVD rental service. DVDs were new, lightweight, and perfect for shipping. It wasn't sexy, but it was practical.
Netflix launched in August 1998 with a modest website and a warehouse stocked with 925 DVD titles, nearly every DVD available at the time. For $4 per rental plus shipping, customers could order online, get a disc in the mail, and return it whenever they wanted, no late fees attached. It was a slow start. The first day, they shipped just 30 DVDs. Early adopters trickled in, but the concept felt niche. Most people still preferred Blockbuster's instant gratification. Hastings and Randolph burned through cash, borrowing $1 million from Hastings' own pocket to keep the lights on. By 1999, they pivoted to a subscription model, $19.99 a month for unlimited rentals, 3 DVDs at a time. That red envelope became a lifeline, and subscribers started to grow 10,000 by year's end.
But the real test came in 2000. The dot-com bubble had burst, and tech startups were dropping like flies. Netflix was bleeding money, with no clear path to profitability. In a desperate Hail Mary, Hastings and Randolph approached Blockbuster, their Goliath, with an offer: sell Netflix for $50 million and let Blockbuster take the mail-order reins. Blockbuster's CEO, John Antioco, laughed them out of the room. Why would a $6 billion brick-and-mortar empire need a struggling startup? That rejection could have been Netflix's death knell, but instead, it lit a fire. Hastings vowed to outlast and outsmart the giant.
The early 2000s were a grind. Netflix refined its operation, building a recommendation algorithm to suggest movies based on user ratings, a primitive but clever way to keep customers hooked. By 2002, they hit 500,000 subscribers and went public, raising $80 million despite a shaky stock debut. The cash infusion bought time, but Blockbuster wasn't standing still. In 2004, they launched their own mail-order service, copying Netflix's playbook and leveraging their brand to undercut prices. It was a brutal slugfest. Netflix fought back with faster shipping, better selection, and a quirky company culture. Hastings famously offered unlimited vacation to employees, betting on passion over burnout. By 2006, Netflix had 6 million subscribers, but Blockbuster was closing in. The stakes were existential.
Then came the pivot that changed everything: streaming. Hastings had seen the internet's potential early, but broadband wasn't widespread until the mid-2000s. In 2007, Netflix rolled out its Watch Now feature, letting subscribers stream a small library of movies on their computers. It was clunky low resolution, limited titles, but it was a glimpse of the future. The timing was perfect. YouTube had just exploded, proving people craved online video. Netflix poured resources into streaming, even as DVDs remained their bread and butter. Critics called it a distraction. Hastings called it destiny. By 2010, streaming was available on TVS via devices like Roku and the PlayStation 3, and Netflix hit 20 million subscribers. Blockbuster, saddled with debt and stores, filed for bankruptcy that same year. David had slain Goliath. But domination was still a distant dream. Cable giants like HBO and Comcast loomed large, and new players like Hulu emerged, backed by networks with deep content libraries. Netflix needed more than convenience, it needed control. In 2011, Hastings made two bold moves. First, he split the DVD and streaming businesses, raising prices and infuriating customers. The backlash was swift. 800,000 subscribers ditched Netflix, and the stock tanked 75%. Second, he bet big on original content. Netflix licensed House of Cards, a $100 million political drama from David Fincher and Kevin Spacey sight unseen, based on data showing fans loved Fincher, Spacey, and the British original. The 2011 split was a PR disaster dubbed Quickster after a failed rebrand, but House of Cards, released in 2013, was a triumph. Dropping all 13 episodes at once, Netflix invented binge watching and won 3 Emmys. Subscribers returned, hitting 36 million by year's end. The 2010s were Netflix's golden age of reinvention. They doubled down on originals, greenlighting Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, and the Crown shows that became cultural juggernauts. Data drove every decision. Algorithms predicted what viewers wanted, down to the thumbnail art. By 2016, Netflix was in 190 countries with 86 million subscribers. But expansion wasn't cheap. Content costs soared $6 billion in 2017 alone, and debt piled up. Disney, sensing the threat, pulled its movies in 2019 to launch Disney+, sparking the streaming wars. HBO Max, Peacock, and Paramount Plus followed, each with exclusive libraries. Netflix's once unassailable lead looked shaky. Hastings responded with scale, more originals, more languages, more markets. India got Sacred Games, South Korea got Kingdom. By 2020, Netflix had 193 million subscribers, dwarfing rivals.
The pandemic supercharged Netflix's dominance. In 2020, with theaters shuttered and people locked down, subscribers jumped to 203 million. Hits like Tiger King and The Queen's Gambit became global obsessions, proving Netflix could still capture the zeitgeist. But cracks emerged. Growth slowed in 2021 as the world reopened, and by 2022, Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers, the first decline in a decade. The stock plunged 70%, and doubters crowed that the king was faltering. Hastings didn't flinch. He launched an ad-supported tier in 2022, slashed prices in some markets, and cracked down on password sharing in 2023, nudging freeloaders to pay up. The moves worked. By 2024, subscribers rebounded to 280 million.
Today, in March 2025, Netflix is a colossus. With 290 million subscribers and a $300 billion valuation, it's not just a streaming service, it's a cultural force. Originals like Squid Game Season 2 just dropped, and The Witcher keep viewers glued, while AI-driven personalization ensures no two homepages are alike. Disney Plus has Marvel and Star Wars, HBO Max has Prestige, but Netflix has ubiquity, available in every corner of the globe, from rural Kenya to Tokyo high-rises. Debt remains a concern at $15 billion, but revenue tops $40 billion annually, fueled by a mix of subscriptions and ads. Hastings, now 64, hints at gaming and live events as Netflix's next frontier, even as competitors nip at its heels.
How did Netflix conquer the entertainment world? It started with a $40 late fee and a refusal to accept the status quo. Hastings' vision: first DVDs, then streaming, then originals kept Netflix ahead of the curve. Randolph's marketing savvy built the brand, while a culture of risk-taking and occasional missteps fueled innovation. They outlasted Blockbuster, outmaneuvered cable, and outspent Hollywood, all while betting on data and human appetite for stories. From a warehouse in Scotts Valley to a throne in LOS Gatos, Netflix's long road is a saga of adaptation and audacity. As the streaming was rage on, one thing's clear: Netflix isn't done rewriting the rules.